Hey, what's going on? I am the host with the most, Mr. Bro Rogan, and this is the Why Not podcast live from the Why Not studio. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in being a guest on the show, DM us at _Why Not Pod. Also, follow us on TikTok at _Why Not Pod. Bum, 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 bum. I'm actually excited today, man, because I'm sitting here with a guest who, before I got to meet, I was a fan of their work. And a lot of times, you may be a fan of someone and you may never meet them. So when you're a real fan of someone and you get to meet them and tell them how much you appreciate their shit, I think that's like the best thing that you can do for someone is to let them know, hey, not only am I a fan of your work, but like I see you. So I'm sitting here and fuck that ghetto bird.
Fuck it.
I'm sitting here with the owner, the lead designer of Black Beverly Hills. Let's give it up for China, baby. Let's go. How are you, bro?
It's great to be here. I appreciate you having me here.
No problem.
You know, it's a blessing to be here. And I'm glad you knew about the brand before.
Yes.
So it's just a lot of different things we could talk about with it.
Yes,
you
please. We're gonna get into all of it.
I'm over here sitting here. You didn't have a sticker on
And that's
on the table the whole time.
And that's crazy because, like, as you can see, I'm a fan of stickers. And one thing I do, I collect stickers of brands that I love and also people that I know that have their own business. Like, this is my wife's salon here. I know the guys from there. I fuck with the guys here. I love Dickies because I'm a, but I had your sticker on my desk before I even knew I was going to have you as a guest. And you pointed that out. I was like, yeah, like I forgot I even had that on there. But like, you can see, like, I really fuck with the brand, bro. And like, I'm happy that you're here. And the brand, like I said, that we're talking about is Black Beverly Hills. So let's get right into it. When did you get started with the brand?
It's looking like it was about 13 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, I just wanted to put on for the neighborhood.
Okay.
To put on for View Park. I saw that it wasn't enough representation.
Okay.
Nobody was making shirts that said View Park on them.
Okay.
And from there, I'm like, you know what? I'm already selling these things. I need to brand it and trademark it because you're not supposed to be able to trademark a geographic location. So I'm like, somebody could just knock me off easy. Did my research. I started remembering the area has been called Black Beverly Hills since the 60s.
Yes.
You know, we were able to move over there in 1948. And
really?
We became popular in the 60s. So that's where it started from. And then from there, you know, one logo, one design, and it just kept going. I just started, you know, selling my stuff everywhere.
Okay, and that's a great segue to what I wanted to, my next question. So you are originally a View Park, Los Angeles native.
That's right.
Okay. See, a lot of times I always have to specify that because with me being an LA native as well, we know a lot of guys that say, yeah, I'm from LA, but sometimes they're not from LA. Like, and like out of towners get the geographics confused because they'll be like, yeah, they think like Long Beach. Like they'll call Snoop LA,
yeah,
but like they don't realize like that's not LA. Compton's not LA. It's like
I've made so many memes that have went viral based upon saying that, and that have spread just everywhere to where just get everybody talking about where is LA, where are you really from? Where
are you really from? It's the truth. It's like it reminded me of that young lady who made a rap song a few years ago called "Not Atlanta."
That's correct, right?
Yeah.
So after she did the Not Atlanta, I did the It's Not LA.
Come on, that's tight.
Yeah.
And like, and when we do that and when we say that, we don't mean that like as a diss. But I know I don't. I'm just trying to let people know, like, nah, that's not Los Angeles. Like, Long Beach is Long Beach, Compton is Compton, and like, yeah, you may be LA County, but like, it's Los Angeles. It's a
whole different thing.
It's a whole different thing, man. I'm gonna tell you, I really don't know anything about Compton. Like, I know where it is, but like, it's so far away from where we do business, where we live, where we run, there was never a reason to go there. So like areas like that, like I had an uncle that lived there. I went there for summers before he died when I was 11. So like I know, but like I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was hearing that Compton is nice. Maybe
Compton's
more,
not bad.
maybe more recently, like, but
It's not bad.
I was portrayed in the media and the videos and all that. It's like
It's all homes and homeowners.
It's-
But it's ratchet for sure.
they said Reagan used Reagan.
George Bush.
George Bush
Bush is
used to
from
live there.
Compton.
From Compton.
Yeah. Well, enough of Compton. Let's get back to the Black Beverly Hills. So you started 13 years ago because of the View Park, and so you couldn't take the name View Park, so you came up with Black Beverly Hills because that's what they used to call it, or
Yeah, so I mean that was the alias of it. It was
Yeah.
something that, you know, we knew about, but it wasn't something that people would always speak about.
right?
And I figured, you know, Beverly Hills is wealth, and it's something that people just don't forget. It's
don't.
one of those brand names. It's one of the things that people haven't forgotten. So I even asked my grandmother about it, and she was like, "Yeah, that's what we used to call it. That's what." And it's so yeah, we brought it back to the culture. It's in pop culture now.
Yes, it is.
So I think a lot of people know about it.
Yeah,
Sure.
because I'm a lot of times. Let me give that. I gotta give that because I was kind of stumbling over my words because there was two things I wanted to say at one time. But one of the things I was gonna say is I really love driving up Slauson. As soon as I pass La Brea, I see billboards.
Yeah.
I see your billboards, and like I knew before I got to meet you, there's a young man, a young black man out here doing this thing, because I found out about your brand because I was in the Beverly Center, and it was my girl's birthday or it was Mother's Day, and there was a store in there selling this hoodie, and it had Crenshaw, Slauson, Overhill, La Brea, and La Cienega on it. And I was like, that's hard, like, because you usually see the Kobe, Shaq, Michael, the sports, but I never seen one with the streets. Like you'll see Jack, like, you know, references to TV shows, references to sports, but never LA streets. So when I seen that, I was like, damn, my girl was like, I love that. I got it for her. She started sporting it. Then I started researching you. And then there was a shirt you had that said, I'm from LA, where when you say La Brea, it's pronounced La. When you say La Cienega, it's
Pronounced La.
I was like, that is the most LA shit I ever seen, because we really pronounce them completely different, even though they're spelled exactly the same. And then like I started going online. Next thing you know, you see me in the video with Cuzzy and I got the heels. I got the because bro, your shit, like it really caught my attention, because I'm like, not only am I loving like the slogans and shit, like this is real quality clothes. Like the Arthur Ashe shit.
And everything represents us.
Yeah,
Or
man.
I'm trying to tell a story or some type of just tell the history about everything. I want people to be knowledgeable about us being great,
Yes.
wealthy people.
Right.
You know? And I want it to keep going.
Yeah, man, and I fully support it. But one thing that I was kind of bothered by, a lot of the shit I wanted was sold out. I said, this, you selling out like crazy. Your shit sell out like crazy. And I'm like, damn, I was kind of mad because I'm like, niggas like what I like. Everybody want this, because like the Arthur Ashe stuff, I was like, damn, I got here too late. And then you also
That was in the Beverly Center. We had a whole pop up about that new Overhill tennis collection.
I got the T-shirt though. I did get the
with the
navy.
Arthur Ashe with the collars.
No,
and
that's the one I wanted. That's the one I missed out on. That I was mad about because I missed out on it. But I got the navy T-shirt that says Overhill Tennis Club, which is hard too. But nah, I wasn't really mad. I'm just mad because I missed out on it. But also, a lot. You have messages in your clothes that I have to respect. Like you have Save the Bees.
Right.
The BBH, but with and like a lot of people don't know how important bees are to the community, to the world, and for you to have clothes explaining that stuff, man, I just want to commend you on that, because like it's not just a brand, it's you reaching out and you giving people lessons, man, and I just want to say, man, that shit is dope. So, Black Beverly Hills, 13 years. When did you get your first start? Like,
When I first started doing exactly.
Like what was your, sorry, not your first start, but like what was your first garment that you produced?
The first garment, like I was saying, it just said View Park across
Just
it.
View Park.
And they started selling. People wanted other colors and everything. But after that, we did the logo, or I did the logo, and it was just a BBH, you know, the BBH right there.
Okay.
So the plan was to have the acronym and have the words underneath it, but eventually, whenever you hear BBH, you're going to think of Black Beverly Hills. So I ended up slapping the BBH stickers everywhere. Wow. So people was wondering, like, what is this BBH? Yeah, so then finally, you know, they start seeing the shirts everywhere. It just connected. So anytime you see those letters, I had it everywhere in the city.
Right.
Like, yeah.
And then I think, was your first celebrity endorsement like Janae Aiko or someone? Cause
no, it wasn't the first, but she's definitely a partner. Cause we have another brand that we're gonna be dropping soon.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you guys are okay? Cause I know she's from the area. Cause I still live in the area. You know what I'm saying? Similar, close to you know, the Overhill area. And I know some people that have been knowing her. She's a tad bit younger than me, but they knew her brother. They know her. Her dad is a legend in the city.
For sure.
You already know.
They fam.
The whole that like he's a real legend, man. And so who was the first celebrity endorsement? Because I seen a few people wearing your stuff.
It's been a lot, but I think the first biggest one had to be Snoop.
Ooh,
it had to be. I'm thinking it had to be Snoop because like he had it on his football show.
He sure did.
He was just wearing it different places. I just feel like it most likely was Snoop.
And how did that make you feel seeing someone? Because to me, and I've said this before on my show, I think Snoop Dogg is the most famous person ever. No, let me repeat that.
Hold on. I mean, I'm thinking about it because
there's no one in the world other than Jesus that is more famous than Snoop Doggy Dogg. Name one person. I'll wait.
He said other than Jesus. I mean, we got more Muslims, right? You gonna say Muhammad?
No. Muhammad's not as popular as Snoop. Not as popular as Jesus.
Bigger than Snoop right now?
No. Not even right now. I'm talking about overall from then till now.
From then till now.
I don't think no one has ever been as famous as Snoop, and I still think he's the most famous human walking the earth. There's not too many places where you can go where they don't know who Snoop Dogg is. And I'm talking about small corner pockets in the world. Even you take someone like Drake, who's as popular as it gets.
Right now, though, we probably gotta go Beyonce.
You think Beyonce's more popular than Snoop? Famous? More popular, famous? I'm talking about
but
globally.
You're talking about from the 90s until...
No, I'm talking about just right now, today, globally. Who's the most famous person in the world to you?
Man.
If you say Beyonce, I can't argue that. However, I really believe there are some countries like in deep East Europe.
I just want to argue it because it's just like it's very true, but I'm just trying to think of somebody else that
I don't think there is. I don't think there is
more popular than
I think Snoop will be recognized more in Eastern European country where they never seen a Beyonce, never heard a Beyonce song, but I think they will see Snoop and know who Snoop is. Because he's, not only was he the most famous person ever in music, but I just think, like, his brand is so global. Like, he's everywhere. And, like, people don't give him his credit, but Snoop Dogg, if you really think about it, Snoop Dogg is the most famous person ever.
Another one that's up there that's just a part of a little bit of everything, The Rock. He said no.
He's not as big as Snoop.
He's not even.
I know niggas in the deep parts of New Orleans that don't know who The Rock is.
How you don't? He's a fucking global movie star.
There's some kids that don't fuck. There's some kids out there that
action movies play in.
No, he's the new Arnold Schwarzenegger for sure.
In all different countries.
Yeah,
he's been in.
Yeah, he's been in some, but I still don't believe he's as big as Snoop. It might be some niggas, and I might be wrong. It might be some cats in Watts Real hardcore project babies.
Yeah.
Who don't be on TV, who be outside all day hanging out, that don't know who The Rock is. I probably have an uncle. I probably could call my Uncle Tyrone right now and be like, you know who The Rock is? He gonna be like, where, from Six Dudes? On everything. Like, he gonna be like, nah, I don't know him. But he gonna know who Snoop is.
He gonna know who Snoop is.
I've had this argument with people, and I'm not arguing for the sake that I'm right. I just believe wholeheartedly Snoop Dogg is the most. And another thing about Snoop, I don't want to talk about Snoop too much, but that's a big person to wear your clothes.
Finished the Olympics and everything like that.
The nigga hosted the Olympics.
That's worldwide, yeah.
But not only that, let's not forget, Snoop commercialized Crippin'.
Yeah, for real.
We got Asians and white people teaching Crip walk.
Over in
The first time they ever heard Crip was from Snoop. Sorry. And that's the truth. And not only that, if you take a look at television, preferably during the time when sports is on, that nigga is on a Verizon commercial or with Patrick Mahomes, and this nigga says
he's a host of The Voice.
He's the host of The Voice, and the nigga don't sing.
He's one of the coaches.
He don't even sing. Isn't The Voice about? Isn't it a singing competition?
It's a full music situation, though. So I guess
it's
also
a singing competition.
Singing competition, but also to see about who's gonna be a star.
Because I've never watched The Voice.
We got all these singers that are coming out, but do they have
the
star quality? Do they ever
Right.
produce a hit record?
Right.
There's a few that came out of there.
Really?
But I actually graduated in television and film.
Okay.
My first
Congratulations.
job was working over at The Voice.
That's crazy because one of my friends, he's one of the main cameramans there. He's been there from season 1. He's still there to this day.
Yeah.
Steve, yeah.
Steve, so I came across Steve.
Yeah, Steve is one of the main cameramen. He actually lived in Costa Rica. His family moved from here to Costa Rica. So he comes in during the season, film, and then go back to Costa Rica. One of my really close friends. Shout out to Steve. But I've never watched The Voice. I never have, but I always I thought it was like a singing competition. So that's why they always have singers. But do they ever have like rappers come on?
No.
It's only vocally.
It's all vocals.
So
you got Kelly Clarkson and Blake Shelton.
Gwen Stefani.
Yeah.
But
then you
they
got,
brought
then you
Snoop
have,
on.
you have Pharrell. And we can't classify Pharrell as like a real singer.
No. But he has R&B songs.
He's a producer.
But he also has R&B songs. Cause I'm happy. What would that be considered?
He's singing, but is it vocally up there?
No, not at all. But he tried. Snoop, I guess Snoop had sexual seduction, so maybe he is a singer. But I'm just saying, that's how big Snoop is, where he's a coach on a singing competition. He's so big, he hosted the Olympics.
Right.
And I'm just think, who else could? No one. They would never offer anyone else that job. Snoop is so popping and popular. He bring the people in where the Olympics said, "Come here, Snoop. We want you to be the."
And so cool and just consistent.
I love Snoop.
The consistency. Like every time I'm on set with Snoop, it's always a good time.
It's always a good thing.
It's always good. It's never a bad time.
Never. He's never in a bad mood.
He's always gonna show up.
And he's always Snoop.
Yeah.
Like you never catch mean Snoop, bad Snoop. Like Snoop is always the nigga you see on TV. And not only that, what I was gonna say was, he's on a global commercial with Patrick Mahomes. I think it's a Verizon commercial where this is what he says. And I've watched this commercial a few times. I'm like, is that what I really heard? He said, cuz holding it like a baby lion. Nigga, this is not no BET commercial. This is a commercial playing on Channel 4 after the sports, before the sports, of Verizon or one of these big commercials with Patrick Mahomes, and he dropped the cuz. And I said, anyone else would have said that while they were filming. They would have cut. No, edit that out. Snoop is so huge. They allow him to say cuz on a global commercial. And so that's what I mean.
Wild.
Snoop is.
Let me just toss two more in, though.
Go ahead.
Elon Musk, Zuckerberg.
They're more paid than Snoop.
More paid.
Man, come on, we
Tom,
can go.
Tom from MySpace.
We can go on Slauson. hey, I never had MySpace.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I never had a Facebook either. So, but I know who Tom is. I know
You know who he was. He had his picture.
he was the
there.
first person.
He was everybody's.
He was everyone's friend, right?
Yeah.
I know that just because everyone I knew had MySpace. But those guys don't come close to Snoop. Not Elon Musk. Even if you combine Elon Musk and Zuckerberg, if they were one person, that one person still not as popular and huge as Snoop. Snoop is the most famous person ever.
We gotta think about going to just those rural areas.
Go anywhere. That's what I'm doing. Let's go to those rural areas.
No television. No.
Let's go to the swamps and the bayou.
No television and yeah.
Let's go to Eastern Europe, like Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan, and no.
All right. I got one more.
Go ahead.
Ronald McDonald.
Hey, you might have got me there. God damn it. You might have got me there. But hold on, China. Ronald McDonald has not been the face of McDonald's for years now. I don't know if you noticed. He's no longer selling burgers from, like, they stopped that character years ago.
Yeah.
So anyone born after that year that they stopped don't know who Ronald McDonald is. But Snoop.
But yeah, I guess
you get what I'm saying?
Snoop is a personality.
Right. But
also, let's think about like them. What famous? There's a fictional character like that. Everybody knows. All right, it's still
James Bond.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh yeah.
Mickey Mouse is more famous than Snoop Dogg.
Damn.
Yeah.
You bust my head wide open with that one. Mickey Mouse might be.
Yes.
Mickey Mouse. Did he get me, guys?
He been around for forever.
Since the
20s.
He's
still going.
He's still going.
He ain't
I just bought a Mickey Mouse T-shirt the other day.
And then Batman, he just turned 85 and just got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame last week. 85.
It took this long for Batman.
He's the first superhero ever. He's in the Guinness Book of World Records.
That is so fucking awesome.
That's my favorite character.
Rest in peace to Adam West. Really?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch the old Batman?
I watched a little bit of all of them, but I started in 1989. That's when I was.
Oh, so you seen the Michael Keaton one?
That's when I started at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah. Hey, the reason why I asked because my landlord, well, my wife's landlord she owns the building where my girl's salon is Julie Newmar, and she was the first Catwoman.
She the black one?
No, that's Eartha Kitt. She came after Julie. But it was the statuesque one with the Adam West, the boom, pang, pow version.
And then Eartha Kitt came.
And then Eartha Kitt came because Julie was like a mega star and they didn't want to raise her. And like her and I are like this. Like I went to the Razzies one year with her. The Razzies, I know you know what that is. Just in case you don't, it's the award show the day before the Oscars. You know how the Oscars will be held like the best picture, the best actor, best actress. Well, the Razzies is the complete opposite the day before. It's the worst movie, the worst actor, the worst. So it's like kind of like a parody on the Oscars, but it's a real. And one year, remember Halle Berry came out with the Catwoman movie?
Yeah.
It was nominated for worst screenplay, worst acting, worst movie, worst soundtrack. It was nominated for everything at the Razzies. So they invited Julie, the original Catwoman. So she invited me and my girl. We went in a limo. So she did a speech, and then they came out for worst actress. It was Halle Berry versus some other ladies. So they announced, and the worst actress of 20 or whatever, Halle Berry, Catwoman. Nigga, do you know Halle Berry came from backstage?
And they accepted it?
Not only did she accept it, she was holding her Oscar that she won a year or two before and said, yeah, everybody, I'm talking about, because no one expected her to be there.
No.
If you look at the video, you can hear me screaming, fuck no. And she came out glowing and said, yeah, y'all can give me this award, but y'all never take this one from me.
No, she
brought the house down.
She got to be like the best celebrity that I've ever met.
Boy.
Like, look.
Tell me, please. Can we hear about it?
You got the crush on her the whole time, right? You growing up.
She looking
right?
like lunch meat.
I'm watching the Flintstone movie.
Oh my!
What's going on here? All right.
God damn that movie.
But this has been the issue the whole time.
What?
My last name is Barry.
Oh shit! Is it?
So you know, I had to.
Y'all second or third?
No. I'm not gonna say.
I don't even want to know.
I'm not gonna say what she actually said.
What she said? We can wait off camera or something you want to say on camera.
I don't know.
Man,
She,
I think
you know she black and white, right?
I do know that. Her mother is white, right? From
I
Cleveland?
can't remember exactly.
Someone is. I know she partial.
But yeah, she said we ain't family.
Well, hey, that's all. Hey, that's all I would have needed to know before I grabbed her hand and walked her to the back. No,
Well, her dude was down that way.
that nigga's a weenie.
He was down,
Fuck her dude. Hey, fuck her dude.
He was down that way.
Yeah, I said it. Fuck her dude. I don't even know who her dude is.
It was at the Hollywood Bowl, and nobody knew who she was, which was just crazy.
Wait, what?
She'd walk around just regular, like, I'm like,
How can you not?
and I'm over here like,
How can they not
I
know
said,
her?
no,
What year was this?
last year.
People let her walk by without saying something.
I couldn't do it.
I'm glad you did that, man. Because there's certain people, being LA guys, we see motherfuckers all the time. It's gotten to the point where we don't even acknowledge a lot of these people. But there's certain people in the industry you cannot let walk by. Like I'm chilling at the salon one day, right? It's a busy day. And it's a bunch of kids outside. And Big Boy from Outkast and Killer Mike was walking down the street. And I'm watching them the whole time. And I'm watching them walk by groups of kids, groups of adults. No one said anything.
Nothing.
I got out of my seat. I ran outside. I ran up to Big Boy. I said, hey, man, I can't let you walk by without letting you know you are an inspiration for a lot of these guys that are coming up, and you were part of one of the most legendary rap groups ever, and you're a legend in my eyes, and I just had to let you know that before you walked off the block. And he was smiling so hard that someone stopped him just to let him know.
That's the
But
best
I
thing. No,
just had to let him know.
We got to start acknowledging.
You
stuff.
have to.
Like you said, we walk around in LA right next to somebody that's
Right.
living-
Some of these niggas don't deserve it.
That's a living legend that's just been doing stuff forever.
Some of these people you gotta let.
People just. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna act cool.
Yeah, and sometimes I fall prey to that. Like I sometimes, because a lot of these niggas don't deserve it. Like I'm not walking up on 85% of these motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. But certain guys, you have to acknowledge how great they were. And like there's been times where like I felt sorry because I was too cool. I was at a Beverly Center once, man. It was late, and I'm standing next to this short nigga, loud as hell, and it's right before it closed. I'm in Dolce and Gabbana. You know, everybody don't go in there. So I'm in there. I'm not even in there shopping. My girl in there shopping. I'm like, so it's a nigga this close to me. He talking to his daughter. I look. It was Cat Williams. So then I go to my girl.
Cat's bought BBH. I don't even have the pictures no more.
Oh, we'll if you don't have, can we get them? We'll edit it in the video.
What?
We'll put it in the video. You don't have the pictures anymore?
No.
Oh, okay.
Pictures of him wearing it. He was.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
He was in the Baldwin Hills Mall buying stuff.
See?
That's when I used to have stuff over there.
Damn.
But yeah, he's
But
one of them folks. I was happy to see him wear it. This was years ago.
And exactly. And you was happy because Cat's a legend. You know what I did? I looked at him, turned around, and walked away. Then I walked to my girl. I said, hell no, how can I be this arrogant and not let Cat know he's a legend? I went back. He was gone. And that fucked me up for days. I'm like, the arrogance of me not to acknowledge Cat. Cat, one of them ones you can't let walk by. And like, that was one of them bad plays. But to say that Holly Berry was walking around, that's just crazy. That's crazy. Now, can I ask a question? What was a brand that inspired you? Like, is there any brands that you looked up to? You have any favorite brands that you were like, yo, like, I fuck with this Ralph Lauren. One day I want to be the black Ralph Lauren. Was there a brand that made you feel that way, or you just was like, nah?
It wasn't. I don't come from a fashion background.
Oh,
But the thing is whenever I wear something, people follow after what I wear.
Right.
So
yeah.
I come from a hustling
Right.
business type of person
Okay.
background, so I figure I could sell almost anything.
Oh,
But of course, you know, our marathon.
shout out to them.
You already know, like in the shop all the time. Used to just be scared to go around.
When it was Sloss and Tees?
When we had Shaka or Pro Club.
Come on now.
Whatever. You know. So I thought that was dope, and I just thought that I needed to also do like that's it's different sections in our hood, but I feel like I need to do it for our part of the area as well,
Overhill, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, is there any like now that you say you wasn't a fashion guy, but you are totally a fashion guy now, like is there a trend from the past and currently that you just did not fuck with? Like, something that was real popular back in the day, but you looked at it like, hell no. Like, I'm going to give you an example. In the 90s, the 90s, I'm talking about the early 90s, there was this thing called Cross Colors. It was a black-owned business, but so was Carl Kanai, so was a lot of the other shit that we wore. But to me, that was one of those trends and brands I didn't fuck with because it was too colorful. But everyone else did. So I'm asking you, was there something that everyone fucked with that you just looked at like, yeah, I ain't fucking with that shit, whether it been the button-up shirts that are the throwback jerseys or any of that kind of shit? Because you know how fashion is a part of our life, whether you're a fashion guy or not. And we all kind of fall into the same line. But, like, is there something that you was like, yeah, I see everybody doing that, but I ain't doing that at all?
Dang.
Can't think of it.
I can't think of it.
No?
Like shoot a few of them.
I just did. Okay, I'm going to shoot some more. Iceberg. Remember that shit?
Iceberg was hard.
Sean John.
Man.
Rockaware.
I was in middle school, so it's just like we didn't have no other brands to go to.
Okay, yeah, you're a kid. Okay, I'm trying to think. If you was in middle school, damn. If you was in middle school.
So this is how I'm also looking at it, like in a trend-setting type of a situation. We was all wearing the super baggy clothes for the most part, and I think it was ninth or 10th grade, heading over into it. Me and two of my other partners was like, we want to do something different. Let's dress like skateboarders. We kind of start following after Pharrell.
Yeah.
So we come to school, everybody like
trucker hats.
What's wrong with you? Why are you wearing your clothes so smaller?
Why you got on a medium shirt?
Why you got a skateboard for?
Right.
So I think I've been kind of like a little bit more adventurous than other people to try to do something first.
Okay.
But following behind the trends ain't never really been what I like to do. If you look at the brand, I try to remain completely classic.
Yes.
So I'm a fan of the classic. So I never hate on anybody's individual style or say I don't like this.
Okay.
I don't really try to say what I don't like.
Sweet.
Because sometimes if you try it, you don't know if you like it until you actually try it.
You right.
Like
with some things, yeah.
With
fashion we're talking about.
With fashion.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess the more recent shit that has popped off has been the more flared pants and shit, like
Yeah, I noticed that.
Right.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
So of course I'm a sweatpants wearing person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whatever, right? Somebody gave me one of my designer homies gave me one of my first pairs. Like, yeah, try these, see how they are. Put them on. Comfortable as shit.
Hey.
They not hugging around your
Hey.
But the thing is
you gave it a shot.
I just don't like people that follow behind every trend.
I know, and that's what I was pertaining to when I asked, because there's certain people, whatever the trend is, they're doing that. And like, when I say people, there's groups of people. Like, because I remember when the tight jean came in, and I'm not talking about like, I'm talking about like spandex jeans. And like, I used to see a lot of guys who couldn't even fit those kind of clothes wearing it because that was the trend. So when I asked about that, I'm not like hating, because I never would hate on no one's style unless
no
you wear sandals.
No, that's the thing. If it's not your size,
Don't wear it.
And
Don't do
you
it.
really can't fit something.
If you're not a 32, don't wear a 32. If you're 38, don't put on the 34.
It sucks for my bigger guys, but it's like
No,
like
it's
if
the
your
truth.
belly hanging over your belt.
Yeah, don't do that.
Just go a size up.
Come on, please.
Like, hey,
Please.
bro, you're not a large.
You're not.
You're not a large, bro.
You're not.
So, I mean, maybe it's about those type of things, the way you fit, but to have your own unique individual style, because fashion is a representation of you. So
Yes,
whatever
it
it
is.
is that you're wearing, it should represent you. It shouldn't represent what's trendy.
Right.
You know?
Exactly. And the sad thing about it, and that's why I'm happy to have you here to promote your brand, is it's sad to me that we don't have a section anymore. And what I mean, a section in fashion anymore. And what I mean by that, like I said, we had Carl Kanai when I was a kid. We had cross colors. You had, when you were a kid, you had the Rockawares. You had the Sean Johns.
We suing Sean John?
Huh?
No.
Oh, suing him?
We suing Sean John? Because you got a rash? Because no.
No, hey. I think I accidentally walked into one of his parties once.
Oh, shit.
But I'm just saying we had a look as far as hip hop. And nowadays, we don't have a look anymore. And they took that away from us because we always set the trend as hip hop artists or as black men, black women. And nowadays, I don't think we're doing that anymore. We're now more taking what they say is tight and making it ours, but like in the wrong way. And I don't think there's enough representation of black brands. That's why I'm glad you're here, because where are the Sean Johns?
It's the social,
where are the
social media stuff, you feel me? Like, but anything that's like way too feminine, that's I don't rock with that personally.
Right, no,
I don't rock with the ASAP wearing the skirts and the dresses and
No.
all of that type of stuff.
What about these guys painting their nails colors?
painting the nails colors?
Have you seen that? That's the thing.
I'm not a fan of it.
No.
I'm not a fan of it.
Neither am I.
I do go get my feet cleaned and
Hell yeah, you
you know, I
better.
do all of that. You know,
Yeah.
you gotta.
You better.
And I mean, I'm a little behind right now.
No.
But, y'all can go to Body Crush Studio, Slauson.
Come on,
Hook you up, black owned nail shop.
Body Crush on Slauson?
Body Crush. Yep.
Yeah,
Body
shout
Crush
out to
Studio.
Body Crush. Yeah, I usually be in a Slauson getting like the Asian girls, but I would definitely go
There's,
see.
You know, over here. Actually,
Okay.
Body
Is it
Crush-
across the street
no,
from
no,
CJ?
She actually no. She on Slauson in Keniston, but
Oh,
it's
Keniston.
Body Crush Studio. But the nail shop is called Emerald City.
Okay.
So the ladies, if y'all want to go get some other things done,
Okay.
look up Body Crush Studio. But
love
her,
it.
Her the black owned on the block,
Yes.
Emerald City. And
Okay.
the thing is, if you look at these nail shops and stuff, it's 100% Asians working there,
100%.
and 90% black women in there,
Mm-hmm.
and they not giving no money back to the hood.
No, not at all. And another thing they're not doing,
7 days a week.
7 days a week. Another thing they're not doing, not only are they not bringing money back to the hood, even though they make their money in the hood, they don't even acknowledge the fact that we're customers. They just take, like I used an example once. There was a liquor store in the hood. Koreans owned it. I went to that liquor store.
Which one?
I ain't gonna even give them no. I've talked about them a few times, so I'm not gonna even say exactly where, but you know what I'm talking about. I'll tell you off camera. I went to that motherfucker from the age of 7 all the way to 21. Me, the homies, I'm talking about, I used to hand notes to the lady when my grandma used to write, can you sell my grandson cigarettes? We talk about the 80s. Every day we went in this liquor store, every single day, for all of those years. Every single day they treated us like shit. Never once said, hey guys. It was never a friendly exchange. It was always hurry up and buy type shit. And I didn't think about that until I was an adult, because, you know, we was loud, we was rowdy, we were kids, of course. But the fact that those people made money every day off of us and everyone, and they never showed any type of respect. And
That's messed up, because like,
It's all
I mean, you know, there's certain things that I've experienced in life that I consider racism, you know. But as far as the local store owners, that the ones I started off with
Buddha market.
Buddha, I mean, I was for sure the first, but my you know, Keniston TNDs was,
Okay.
you know, they treated me good in there.
They did.
You know,
They did. See, I was at that time during those years. I was back and forth. So I'm going from the USC West Adams area to the
all right,
to the Vernon and Slauson area. So it was like when I speak of, I'm speaking of the ones.
The ones down, not
not up there. No.
I'm like even Slauson Overhill when I started doing BBH,
You got love.
the owner of the store buying the shirts from me, wearing them every day.
Oh no, Papa San and all them is cool.
Remember John Overhill? Like he starts selling the beanies in there. Cool.
When I came up with the name of the podcast, Why Not Podcast, the first thing I did was trademark it. Because I'm like, it was such a catchy phrase that I was like, damn. And everybody was like, yo, that's dope. Then when I trademarked it, and it took almost a year before they cleared it. Then I went online. There was 2, 3 other
ones that you should have.
I got it, them niggas so quick.
You got them taken off? Working on it.
I'm working on it because
right.
I'm walking straight. I'm walking straight off the sidewalk up here. So like, I didn't do it the right way.
That's one of my biggest things. I don't know if you know, but I've been sued by the Beverly Hills Hotel and the city of Beverly Hills. So I've been dealing with.
Can we talk about that really quick?
Billion dollar companies and industry, like I've been going up against from the beginning. So this company is really not supposed to be here.
Whoa.
If I didn't fight for this company, it wouldn't be here.
Man, good job. So, what was their lawsuit for using Beverly Hill in the title?
So the first one, just I could tell the story.
Are you allowed to talk about it legally?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they want some. I mean, I do got one. You
got an ongoing case?
I might got another suit because these were settled out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, fuck them then. Talk about it.
But
if it's settled out,
there is somebody pressing me right now to get back on suing somebody else. Like
okay.
I sent them a letter last week.
Okay, sorry about that. Well, let's talk about what you can.
All right. So when it came to Beverly Hills, this had to be about 2013, 2012.
Okay.
Sliding from Secret Sundays.
Wow.
Remember Secret Sundays?
Of course.
They're bringing it back.
I'm bringing it back here. I'm not going to do Secret Sundays. I'm going to start doing Last Saturdays here.
Secret Sundays is a strip club, right?
Of course.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, was I not supposed to? Yeah, I'm.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, that's already been promoted for them to do the Secret Sundays.
Oh, no. Well, what I'm talking about is it's going to be called Last Saturdays, Why Not After Dark, but we'll talk about that.
Sounds amazing.
We'll talk about that. It'd be something.
Sounds amazing.
It'd be something to do, It's going to start off as a day party. And then, you can buy a ticket for night.
Yeah.
But last Saturday is going to be the last Saturdays. I got the concept from the last party at J.O. shit. So I'm like, the DJ said, man, let's start doing some shit. I said, fuck it. Let's start doing the daytime parties first.
Yeah.
The last Saturdays.
Yeah.
And then we'll venture into,
Yeah.
But go ahead. So you'll leave
it
Secret Sundays.
Leave it Secret Sundays. Feeling great. And for the most part, got pulled over. By the Beverly Hills Police Department. And
fuck them.
They say, what are you doing? I say, I'm trying to make it home.
Right, exactly.
They said, no, you ain't. All right, but however it goes, one of the officers looked at my shirt and said, oh, Black Beverly Hills, does the city know about this? I say, I don't know, but I put in for my trademark already.
What?
So, however it go, I was rolling around with all my merchandise, rolling around in the bucket and trying to make my way. This is my livelihood.
Right.
They confiscated all my merchandise, which was like 80% of everything that I had to keep going. And they said, this is evidence or whatever you want to call it. And boom, they took everything. So after that, let my trademark go through. I had got the same amount of merchandise back again. And then once my trademark went in, I said, hey, I own the rights. Give me my stuff back. Next day, they like, oh, yeah, come pick your stuff up. Picked it up. And then they talking about, they sent me a cease and desist letter later saying, yeah, you got to shut down your business and this and that. So we end up battling about it. I'm like, look, you guys aren't even supposed to own a trademark for Beverly Hills because that's a geographic location.
Exactly.
When it comes to mine, the exclusive right is having the word black on it. So that makes that combination a trademark.
Right.
So I'm trying to find a lawyer everywhere. Nobody's taking the case. They say you don't have a case. So finally I find this Jewish lawyer in Beverly Hills that's like, yo, they're trying to bully you.
Right.
We're not going to go for this. And they ended up making it not about the trademark, the name itself, but I put this on the back of every shirt. That's the shield. I put that on the back of every shirt. So they like, oh yeah, well, we own the trademark to the shield. And I'm like, a shield is a generic shape. It's a triangle.
Right.
Like, what are y'all talking about?
Right.
I own a trademark for Black Beverly Hills. I could put this anywhere.
Anywhere in the circle.
So we ran that one up for basically a couple years.
Damn, man.
And you know, it was getting expensive. A trademark case could end up being $100,000 win or lose.
Mm-hmm. And
my lawyer was like, we can keep going, but
that's not looking good.
Right now we're gonna, you know.
Damn.
So only thing I mean, when it came to that one, it wasn't such a rough thing.
Right.
My following wasn't crazy back then.
Right.
So I wasn't able to get that attention that I needed to say I'm being racist as hell.
Right.
But yeah, I ended up just chopping off the top part, and after battling over $20,000,
fuck them motherfuckers.
Being probably what 23 or 4, like 20, something like that. Yeah,
they try to take the business, and I'm glad you pulled through, man. I know your following is up now. Anytime you want to fight any of them motherfuckers, man, you already know. You come here, you can blast them. You call Why Not? We'll posse up and we'll go down there marching with signs on their step.
That's the thing. Yeah. So now
gotta make some noise.
So now we can make noise.
We can make noise.
Now we can make noise, and it's like, damn, if we had this then,
oh my God,
it'd be way different. So
well, you got it now, and know you got an army behind you. I know you doing really well. The brand is everywhere, but like, let's do some branding together. Let's bring back Black Beverly Hills and Why Not together, and we can go marching in these streets, and we can.
And then we have the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Yeah, let's talk about that, cause I got a story about them too.
All right. So I'm going through these trademark things, got 3-4 trademarks at the time, and I'm like, let me search Beverly Hills Hotel. So I ended up finding out that a black man by the name of Paul Revere Williams, a famous black architect from the city, was designing everything everywhere. But when it came to the hotel, they wouldn't let him stay there, swim there, do nothing. He'd have to design plans for them on the opposite side of the table and draw backwards. So he designed like the Polo Lounge and all of that type of stuff in there. God damn. And he ended up making the font for the outside of the hotel. Yeah, and majority of people didn't know that, and I felt like that was that type of history that I wanted to, bring to our people, is that a black man did this. And also, all these maybe possibly racist white people that's out in the front taking a picture, like, yo, did you know a black man did that?
And I'm glad you're here telling this story, because this is one of those like things I had no idea about. Like, I didn't know Paul Revere. I never even heard of Paul Revere Williams. So he designed.
So my thing was, I'm like, Art, you guys only have a trademark for hospitality and restaurants,
right?
So I'm like, all right, you guys ain't got nothing for clothing, and I'm paying homage to somebody black that created this. Did that shit start booming? Here they go.
God damn.
Here they go.
Got another
billions of dollars. Here you go, because the hotel was owned by the country of Brunei, the Southeast Middle East, Southeast Asian country,
right?
And they, they just got money. That's just one of their things.
They got oil money.
That's just their property of. Oh, we want to go.
That's just a flex for them.
We want to go there,
bro. That's just a flex for them. Like, I own that.
Yeah.
They don't even give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
Damn.
So yeah.
You got another cease and desist letter.
Yeah. So they saying, oh yeah, you can't use this font. I say, what the fuck are you talking about? It's cursive.
Right.
So I'm over here drawing up some other shit, giving some other. Oh, you can't use none of those either. You can't use none of those either. So I said, all right, y'all want to fight?
Let's go ahead. Square up.
Yeah. So we fought, and here comes another one where it goes up to 100,000.
What the
fuck? So yeah, we still kind of
still in the middle of that.
We settled. I told them I ain't gonna use the same exact one, but they told me if I use something that they don't like, they open it back up on me. But now, like I said, following. We got
following this up.
We got the.
You got the following. You got a whole ass army. I don't think they have an army in Brunei. They just got money. I bet my army's bigger than yours.
Brunei don't even give a fuck about it. It's the lawyers.
It's the lawyers.
The lawyers. They under retainer. They want to take.
Of course.
They want to.
They want
that, but then also
they want to meet their quota.
But also, you got to look at it like you guys are letting other places use cursive font and all of that. You know. Like, so is it a racial thing?
Of course it is. It's always a racial thing.
Always a racial
It's always a racial thing. And it sucks because when we point that out, you have those that know and they believe what we're saying, but you always have that group that's like, oh, here you guys go, using race as a, but you're telling me that from that side. You don't know what it was like growing up as a black man with black brothers, black cousins, a black dad. Like, it's totally different than anything you could ever experience. So like for you to like make it seem as if it's not a thing. Oh, let me tell you, bro, it is a thing. And when we say it's racist, it's not us using that as an excuse. It's the reality of the world. Because at the end of the day, 2024, we're still disrespected.
Yeah.
Strictly based on race.
I mean, right now it's just like, I can only go so far with the different type of tactics I could use without having. I mean, probably somebody told me I need to because they're over here about to use me for something, and they just tried to settle with them for a dollar amount. And my case was worse. So they like, nah, look, they was bullying you before they was on us. They didn't have the trademark. And look, you need to. So now it's like, damn. It's like, how much?
Hey, it reminds me. I know what you're trying to say. It reminds me of, like, when I trademark, why not? I couldn't just trademark, why not? That's why I had to add the question mark and the exclamation point, because they're like, you can't. That's a saying. Can't just say that you own a saying. So now I added.
Wait. Because somebody already had.
All right. That's like they told me I can't trademark. Stop.
What were you trademarking it for?
My media company, my brand, my podcast, my business.
That doesn't make any sense. How you have the word supreme here?
Yes.
You have
Hall of Frames, memoir.
I mean, I'm just pointing out.
This is what they told me.
Just pointing out that somebody, what's it call it? Taco Tuesday. Right?
LeBron trademarked it. He tried to.
Somebody already had it.
Damn.
And then they fought over it because they had it since the 80s or something. Damn. But they ended up letting it go.
Just like Nike.com. A 15-year-old kid owned that domain before Nike had it. And they had to pay him for it. But when I went to trademark, why not? They were like, I got the letter back. It's still in my email. Like, you
got a lawyer for it, or you?
Nah,
LegalZoom it. Are you?
I first did it through LegalZoom, but then I had one of my wife's best friends. She's actually a federal agent, but she owns her own workout line. And when she trademarked that, she led me through the steps that I needed to go. So I just had her doing all of the paperwork and all of that shit.
So when they came back, they stopped it and said,
you can't own this. Change it up. It's like when you're coming up with a passcode, a password for an email. And
it's interesting because It might have just been the certain attorney that came across your file. Like some shit just gonna go,
being an asshole.
it's just gonna go through. But it was like it might have just been the particular filing, one of them,
Right.
that kind of was a flag on it. And some
Right. Besides, I like mine having a question mark and an exclamation point because I think that's a strong representation of the word, because it's like I can be like, yo, you want to go drink a gallon of Hennessy on the corner? And you could be like, why not? Exclamation point. Or you could be like, why didn't you fuck that model last night? Or why not? Like, you ignore, it's just, it's so many things you can say why not to, whether it's a question or an exclamation. So like I
was telling my partners I was coming over here, forget what it was. He said, why not?
Why not? It's like, should I do this podcast? And your homie like, why not?
I'm like,
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I love it. But one thing I did make sure, I made sure that it was Dodger blue, because this Los Angeles all the way through. And I just hope whatever situation you're going through with these people, that they'll back up. You got the following, you got the fans, and you got an army behind you, man. Is there anything you want to say, talk about before we get out of here? Because there's a few things that we hadn't talked about, and that's the juice that's sitting on the desk right now. The Sea Moss Lemonade. Go ahead, talk about it.
Oh, yeah, this is the newest product from Black Beverly Hills. Mm-hmm. It's BBH Lemonade, and it represents health and wealth, just how the clothing is, it's quality. And it's Black Beverly Hills Sea Moss Lemonade. So if you don't know about sea moss, it has 92 nutrients and minerals out of the 102 that your body needs.
Go ahead.
And it's just that product. It's all organic ginger, organic lemons, natural spring alkaline water.
Yes.
And the sea moss is from St. Lucia. It's the real deal. It's not none of that, stuff that's out here.
You ain't finding it at Santa Monica.
Nah. But yeah, we're in a lot of stores right now. It's only been a few months that we've been running with it, but we're at Mike's Deli.
Slauson, come on.
Slauson Overall Liquor Store, Keniston,
baby.
The Caribbean Marketplace over on Crenshaw.
Okay.
What's it called? Rainbow Acres.
Okay.
Over on Venice.
Oh, you right? You right in this whole vicinity?
Yeah, but the plan right now is to have a manufacturing center like directly for this, where we just doing everything for other people as well.
Right.
And we plan to expand and hit Whole Foods and all the other healthy places. Erewhon. So Erewhon is the
goal.
Erewhon is the goal, and we're pretty close right now.
All right, man. Well, I'm glad you were able to come here and promote your brands. Like I always say, and this is going to sound repetitive, but you're going to hear it every time. This may be the first time, but don't let this be the last time. Let this be the first of 1,000, man. I was happy to have you on as a guest, China. Black Beverly Hills is definitely on the rise. I am Bro Rogan. This is the Why Not Podcast, and we're out.
How you do?